Co-ops funding co-ops. An Italian model is working for worker co-ops in Massachusetts and Vermont. Written by Mark Marin and Adam Trott. Published in Grassroots Economic Organizing, September 3, 2019. Florence, Massachusetts. Unlike most print shops, in the last decade, Collective Copies, a 36-year-old worker cooperative, hasn't been scaling back their business. They're expanding. The shop owes its most recent successes to leveraging its cooperative identity. The newest addition to the cooperative's equipment is a wide-format printer purchased with a loan from their own support cooperative, the Valley Alliance of Worker Co-ops, or VOC. With this addition, the business is now capable of scanning and creating extremely complex images on a massive scale. As a member of the Valley Alliance of Worker Cooperatives, Collective Copies was able to fund its most recent venture with a loan from VOC's emerging Interco-operative Development Fund, or IDF. VOC's fund is a social innovation taken from the Italian cooperative movement. In 1992, Italian cooperatives drafted legislation mandating every co-op in the country contribute 3% of their surplus to a co-op development fund run by a co-op association. These funds contribute to one of the largest co-op sectors in the world, with 79,949 registered co-ops employing 1.3 million people, 7.2% of the workforce, earning 130 billion euros annually. It's a very big deal to us. The IDF is probably the most important feature of the VOC network, said Faith Sedan, a worker owner of Collective Copies. We are always on the lookout for new machines or software to help us grow and stay competitive. Without this piece of equipment, we'd be in trouble. Member co-ops contribute 5% of their surplus into the VOC fund, promoting inter-cooperation, spurring co-op development, and bringing the voice of worker cooperators to the table of economic and cooperative development in the region. As stated in VOC's membership agreement, building the cooperative economy requires external mutuality and cooperation among cooperatives, the sixth cooperative principle. This includes mechanisms for moving financial resources among enterprises from areas of surplus toward areas of need and opportunity for an engaged co-op movement alive with cooperative leadership. Traditional lenders rarely understand the co-op structure and at times undermine their structure by requiring individuals to be at risk on the loan instead of the business itself. Worker cooperatives confront this issue particularly often as there is a lack of familiarity among legal and financial support structures. Cooperative associations like VOC educate about these issues and serve their members in achieving their mission while protecting co-op process and structure. It benefited us because we were able to receive funding quickly to be able to move on a good deal. We also feel good that we were doubly benefiting by the interest on the loan going to our own organization. What you would call a true win-win, said Sedan. So many businesses will have an owner that is absent and is siphoning company profits to places like Florida, said Randy Zucco of Collective Copies. Most cooperatives don't operate that way. We work here, live here, invest here, our kids go to school here. You name it. When you work with a cooperative business, your dollars are being invested where you live. In addition to their fund, VOC has supported 5 conversions of traditional firms to worker cooperatives. In partnership with the neighboring Food Co-op Association, or NFCA, VOC co-founded the Certificate in Cooperative Enterprise in the Department of Economics at the University of Massachusetts, Amherst. NFCA is a sister federation of food co-ops and works with VOC to support legislation empowering cooperatives and coordinating efforts to build a stronger cooperative economy. With this latest loan nearly paid back, VOC has its sights set high on new ventures, including a conversion of yet another traditionally structured business into a co-op. According to Zuko, it's particularly important that us worker cooperatives support each other in a way that makes these growth opportunities happen. The VOC Loan Fund directly helps us. For more information, find VOC on Twitter, Facebook, and online at www.valleyworker.coop.